Welcome to the channel, welcome to the workshop. You see from the thumbnail, I've been buying more tools for the workshop. So last week, I think it was last week or 2 weeks ago, Aldi released their workshop light, their work light. So I bought one of those. I'm going to do an unboxing of this. And also, I think a month or so ago, I picked up a cordless screwdriver as well from Asda. I'm going to open both of these. Hopefully the battery's still charged on this, because it's been in the workshop for about 4 or 5 weeks. I'm just going to do a quick run through of initial thoughts on both of them, really, and see how they're going to be useful in my workshop and projects and things like that. So, as usual, we'll change to the overhead, and we'll get these things open. Right, I think we're going to start with the Workzone light. So again, this was from Aldi. This was £12.99. They had 2 different types: the triangular one, which I bought, which has the second panel, and they had a single panel which had a stand which you could stand it up. I went with this one because I thought the second panel, being able to move up and down, might be more useful for like working in the engine bay of the car or underneath the car or anywhere that's a bit more compact. The current light I have is this snap-on hybrid light, which I've had for years, and it's okay, but it's not the best thing for getting angle to show you what you're looking at. So that's why I thought I'd go with this. What I didn't realise, I was hoping this, it's magnetized, so hopefully it will stick to things, which again will make it useful for working under the bonnet when it's dark. Stick it to the top of the bonnet inside. So let's see what's on this. We've got 3 light modes. Includes USB charging cable. As I said before, it comes with a magnet. It's rechargeable, 1000 lumen. It's a Li-ion battery. So the rechargeable again. 3 light modes. So it's one LED, the second LED, or both together. This is the same thing on all sides. Usual 3-year warranty. So let's get this thing open. I've had this around for a few days, so I'm hoping it'll have some charge in it. Oh, there we go, making a right mess. Ooh, right, oh, it's got a hook on it as well. So get rid of the box. Instructions. There's the second one you could get. The stand stood up. I've gone for this triangular one. I'm assuming this is just going to be pretty straightforward. Yeah, on-off switches, auxiliary light. Yeah, that's Workzone. What's this? Warranty card for the 3-year. Right, so this is it. Right, so I'm assuming one of these flips out. Well, that one flips out. Does that one flip out? Oh, they both flip out. I was expecting one of them to be fixed and one to be movable. So we have 2 flip out lights. That's going to be really useful, that, for positioning the light I need. Right, so that's that. So hanging light, rubber ends in case you drop it. It's on light, so we see if it'll work. Oh Jesus, that blinded me. One panel, other panel off. There's the USB charging point in the end. USB-C. It's protected, so I'm assuming it's got some water, so it's a bit waterproof, water resistant. One of my mates has an older version of this and said that this was still proud, which meant if you were charging it, it could potentially damage it, taking the charging cable out. That seems to be a bit of a neater solution. Overall, it's got some nice weight to it. I must admit, it's quite good. So let's just cable. Yeah, USB-C. I'm just quite impressed with how it can be orientated. Yeah, I'm quite impressed with that. Right, I think we're going to go somewhere dark and see exactly how bright this thing is. And got some useful for the camper as well, I think. What do you think? Rubber ends. Seems to be quite water resistant, if nothing else. Right. I think we need to go somewhere dark. My end of my shed that's over there has no light in it, so we might just go in there and have a quick check on exactly how bright this thing is. Right, let's do that. Let's go into the dark part of the shed. Let's have a look, see now. Let's flip this. Right, so completely dark in here. So let's that's both of them. That is really bright in here. That's really illuminating it up. Let's just do one. So the other one's going to be exactly the same. See these little circles on the back? They seem to be the magnets. Let's just try it on the tool bench. Tool thing. Yeah, it's okay. Seems fairly secure, that. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. The question is, how do these still stick to the ceiling in here? Yeah, yeah, £12.99. Quite impressed with that. I think it's going to come really useful, particularly with those magnets on the back of it for working, particularly on the cars I'm thinking of for this. But I'm also thinking in the camper van as well, because it's going to be stuck onto the side panels of the car inside. So yeah, right, that's the light done. £12.99 from Aldi. Yeah, fairly robust. Feels good quality. And we'll see how we get on with this. Right, let's get on with that screwdriver from Asda. Right, let's get on with this. This is from Asda. This was 15 quid and they still have these in stock. It's a 3.6 volt screwdriver. So I did have one from there, which was just useful for taking apart some of the boom boxes and things like that, and small things that I was trying to fix. So I thought I'd get another one when that one packed in, the battery wouldn't charge on that. So I picked this one up, 15 quid. Rechargeable. You can see it comes with its charger, mixture of bits. I thought we'd give it a go. Now this has been in here for quite a while unopened, so I'm hoping that the battery's got some charges so we can test it. Right, I'm going to get into this. Like that. So that's instructions, some bits. Wasn't much on that. Right, so let's have a look. See. Oh, some charging it. Just to turn a light on. Yeah, so it's got a light on it. That's what the charge is. Fully charged still. It's been stood there. It's been in there for about 6 or 8 weeks. It's been in the workshop. So, battery charger with a bayonet type connection. What charges this? AC adapter. It is a 5 volt 1 amp. That's really random. That why didn't it just give you a USB to do 5 volts and 1 amp? Anyway, bit of instructions. So it's got a 1300 amp hour battery, lithium ion battery. If you want to know, the product number for this is a 70735. It's a Rolson. No load speed, 180 revolutions per minute. It's very quiet. By the looks of it. Output is only 5 watts. Charge time 3 to 5 hours. I can't imagine being using this for much. It's just for doing projects that are just knocking around. That be useful just to be able to use this to get lots of screws out. I'll show you an example in a minute. We'll go around the shed in a minute and see what we can unscrew. Some weight to it. Rubber guard at the back. There's the charging point in the back, nice and recessed so you don't break it. Although I can imagine if this is plugged into that and it drops, you could easily break that. But that's something just to be careful about. The previous one I got, I thought this cut line here would allow you to spin this round so it became a straight one, but it doesn't. That's how the old one they used to sell used to be. That's a minor thing. Right, so how do we change direction? Oh, I see. It's got different directions depending on which side the switches you press. Okay, right then. I think we need to go a quick run around the workshop and unscrew a few things. Yeah. Right, that's what we can do. So what I did mention, it came with a standard set of bits. So we've got a Phillips, a crosshead, a flat, and two flats, a Phillips, and just a standard crosshead. So we'll go with the Phillips on there, put it in there, and we'll have a run around the workshop. Right, let's try this. Yeah, let's try this. That one's fine. What else have we got in here? Got a couple of these. Yeah, that was a bit sketchy. What have we got? Oh, we've got some big things here. We'll try that. We'll go change we'll change the bit. We'll try some flatheads. Okay, so we flipped it to a flathead. Let's see if that'll do anything on the. These are fairly. You know what? Yep, that's a good. We'll see if we can get in here. Still getting the way around in these, the way around. Hey, up. It's a bit dark in here. Let's try this one. So what more testing can we do? You've seen it unscrewing things and then screwing things back in again. It's got a reasonable amount of torque, not massive amounts. It's not like any of the drill drivers I've got, obviously. But I think for doing some projects like taking some electronics apart, doing like plug sockets, things like that, repetitive things, this might come in useful. The only downside I've got on it so far is, obviously, you saw it comes with a series of bits for it. Now these are standard bits, but there's nowhere to attach them to the sort of the case, and there's no bag that this came with that you can put it together. So it'd be nice if it had like a magnetic strip on the side of it that they could just hold against, so that at least it stayed together. But these are standard bits, you're not for normal screwdriver bits, the hexagonal ones. I've got loads of these knocking around, so it's not a problem, but it would be nice to have had something, or a pocket in the back that you clicked in, or where these screw holes are, if they'd have been hexagonal, you can slot them in there and take them out. Other than that, that's the only gripe I've got with it so far. So, reasonably happy with this. We'll see how we get on with this. This is just to be there to be used as a useful piece of kit if I ever need it. This though, I think this will come in really useful, particularly for working on the car and working on some other bits and pieces. But yeah, if you made it this far, thanks for watching. Cheers.